Hey everybody, you got the Hobby Drifter here again. It is August, it is hot, it is humid, it is unpleasant. And what you're looking at here is the paper insert for Bandai's famous or infamous Suzumebachi gashapon collection. Suzumebachi is the name for the Asian Giant Hornet, or as it has been come to be known in the US, the Murder Hornet. This may be my all-around favorite gashapon set of all time, just based on what you get. Okay, so what you get in this set is one of three Murder Hornets, one of three Suzumebachi. They come in this interesting black ball that has been like double taped with plastic, and inside is all the parts you need not only to make your Murder Hornet, but also a stand for the Murder Hornet to be displayed on. So what do you get? There are three of these things. The first one is called the yellow Suzumebachi, and it's really cool, right? It's articulated at the antenna. The wings are articulated. There's some ball joints here down at the base of the legs. The thorax is completely articulated. You can move the stinger. You can position the stinger inside or outside, depending on how you want it to look. The eyes are this cool translucent red color. The mandibles are articulated, and there is some bend here in the middle, so you can put it into what is called attack mode. Again, this is the yellow Suzumebachi. And honestly, I think this is my favorite one in the set. Is it looks really cool. It's got the pretty yellow. It looks kind of orange in this picture, but it's got the really pretty yellow colors. The wings are the translucent material. The next one in the set is the black and white Suzumebachi. I don't think this is based on an actual insect. I think it's just they like doing the black and white repaints. And you can see that the stand here is adjustable. You can adjust it in different ways. Let me get them off the stand real quick here. Like this is your basic flight mode, but you can pull out the stinger here, and then fold it forward, head down, and then wings back to put it into what they call attack mode, which is when the thing's coming at you to just wreck your day. And again, it's the beautiful the black and the white color. It's the exact same mold. You got the black antenna now. The eyes are still translucent color, but they're of course black. And yeah, this is the one that I wound up with the most of trying to put the set together. I think I wound up with 7 of these black and white ones. I've been using them in my lessons because some of my kids just love insects. They're insect crazy. It's it's their hobby, it's their passion, it's their love. They love these things. And okay, well, I will spice up a lesson using these things. These, I think I wound up at the end of them with most of this one, quite a few of this one, and then there's the main event, the one that everyone wants, the one that is going for sickening money on the secondary market, and that is called the O Suzumebachi, which just mean literally big Suzumebachi. And look at this big ugly bastard. It is freaking massive. It is ugly. I mean, the wing. This one is so big that the wings are actually 2 separate pieces that you have to clip together. It's got those black antenna, those awful black legs. I think the stand is still exactly the same as the other versions. Just these things. I mean, I've seen these in real life. They're not as big as this. I think these are probably like triple size. But yeah, this is the set of 3 Suzumebachi, the 3 Murder Hornets. For what you get, 500 yen is more than a value for any of these. I mean, if you get the big one first, congratulations. You could turn around and sell that for some coin. But I mean, each and every one of these is worth the asking price. They look great on a shelf. They look cool on a desk. Nice conversation starter. It's Insta buy. You can use them for photography. They're cool and they're huge. The white and the yellow ones are 15 centimeters long, and the big one is 20 centimeters. Sorry, yeah, 20 centimeters long. From the tip of the stinger to the tip of the antenna. The body, of course, is smaller. I don't really know what else to say about these. As far as the actual items go, they're really cool. They pose very, very well. It doesn't take a huge amount of time to assemble them. So yeah, if you were on the fence about buying these, let me tell you, they're great. They're as good as you expect them to be. They are fantastic. Now, let me tell you about the problem with them, in that they are 500 yen each, which again, good deal, but when I say 500 yen, I mean they cost 5 100 yen coins. Now, think about your wallet. How many singles do you have in your wallet at any given time? Like maybe you've been out shopping and you got change back, you've got a bunch of singles. How many singles do you have? Is it 5? Is it 10? Maybe 15? I mean, you did a bunch of shopping, didn't really care to make change back. Yeah, maybe. Just having enough coins on you to be able to buy one or more of these is just dumb luck, basically. There are some places that will have a change machine next to their gashapon machines, and those places sold out of these things immediately. In fact, a lot of places sold out of these things immediately. These were really hard to get when they first came out. If you follow me on Twitter at Hobby Drifter, you might have seen my frustration trying to find just any of these things, but I kept finding empty machines, which says to me that there were people who were intentionally getting a whole bunch of coins and then just going around finding these things. So that was a struggle. The other struggle is I don't know if these things are packed in equal numbers, but I bought 12 of them and I never got the big one. Yeah, there's only 3 of these things in the set. I had assumed that they were, at least close to the same number of each in a machine. But yeah, I think I got like 7 of the black and white one, and then like 5 of the yellow one, and none of the big one. So finally I just decided to order online, and buying just the big one online costs more than a set of the 3. The big one they wanted $30 for 3,000 yen, and the set of 3 they wanted 2,800 yen, so $28. So I wound up with 15 murder hornets before I finally got just a set of 3. And if I had just done the adult thing and just bought a set the first day I couldn't find any in a machine, I would have saved myself a lot of money and a lot of space. So I am swimming in murder hornet capsules right now, and I don't know what I'm going to do with a whole bunch of yellow and black ones, other than to maybe use them in my lessons, and I don't need that many of these things. So, alright, you're still here. It's been 9 minutes. If you don't care about my Japan story, that's cool. Thank you very much. Please, come back and check out my other videos. But if you do, I'm going to tell my couple of Suzumebachi stories. The first time I saw one of these things, it was probably 2008. I was teaching in a junior high school in Kyushu, and summer, and one of these things flew in the window in my classroom, and the entire class just bolted out of their chairs and ran to the back of the room. So I grabbed. I don't like insects, by the way. I am not a fan of these things. I don't like those beetles. I don't like any of them. So I see this thing and everyone runs away from me, like, oh, I'm gonna kill that. So I grab my textbook, swing it, bat this thing into the chalkboard, and then stomp on it. And everyone, the kids are like, oh, wow. But the teacher, the homeroom teacher's like, those are really dangerous. Did you know that if one of those stings you, like, it can be fatal? And I just kind of went, no, I didn't know that. Oops. Good to know. I didn't know that we had, murderous giant flying hornets in southern Japan. Live and learn. About a year later, I'm at the same school, and I'm in the teacher's room, and it must have been like in between classes, because there were a few teachers in there with me. I was getting ready for my afternoon lessons, and I had someone next to me, and then a few of the other ones on the other side of the room. And another one of these things flies in the window, and just starts chasing this one teacher around, like just the one. And she's like running around in the teacher's room, like, help, help, help. As this thing is just like, it's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, with this thing like just chasing her, like, as she's like running in circles. And I asked the teacher next to me, I said, aren't those really dangerous? And she goes, yes, if it stings her, she will die. It was like, don't you keep a can of that insect repellent, like, under your desk? And she just goes, yes. And then goes back to her work. And I'm like, whoa, office politics are rough. So I got up and I, textbook, swing, stomp again to get rid of this thing. But yeah, these things suck. They're deadly. I guess they kill about 50 or 60 people in Asia every year. And it really doesn't help the fact that they look really cool. So yeah, kids, most of the kids, oh my God, run, run, run. But there are some of the kids, mostly boys, but sometimes girls, are like, ooh, that's really cool. I want to see that up close. But no, stay back. So yeah, if these things come to the U.S. and like multiply, be careful. Don't do what I do and smack them into a chalkboard. Not worth it. Run. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Here's the Murder Hornet set from Bandai. They're really cool. I wound up paying $28 for a full set. Should have done it at the beginning. If you can get them for that, I would, and you want them, I would recommend it. You got the instruction sheet here, showing you how to assemble your Murder Hornet. They come in these cool black plastic things. Half of this is just junk, but it's nice that you don't have to just have like a ball sitting around. You can just the ball turns into the stand, and yeah. All right, so that's my 14-minute look at the Murder Hornets. Thank you very much for joining me. I have been the Hobby Drifter. Take care, and I will see you next time. Happy hobbying.